And he will. Oh my God. So, welcome to the Pirate Skills Live Meetup. Thank you all for coming. It's absolutely amazing how like 50 people could be joining me here on January 3rd, 2018. Happy New Year to everybody. Thank you all for coming. We have got something exciting and very content dense for you today. So let me not dilly-dally around so much. So just a quick, who am I? I'm Ben. I'm a founder since 2008 and couldn't stop since then. I've specialized in something I call growth marketing, which is more like a data-driven vision of marketing that wants to view the whole customer life cycle, from the acquisition to the activation, retention, referral, revenue. Yeah, I don't want to just fill the funnel. I want to fill the funnel right, so that the right people experience a good product and make the business enough revenue to sustain itself and to grow quickly. I'm also a proud dad. My youngest daughter is now almost 4 months old. And so I'll not be drinking with you afterwards tonight. I'm going to go to bed and finally sleep. I had such a long day and a very long night because of the storm. And the babies didn't like the storm. Anybody who can relate? By the way, who's anybody? It's always so weird to, in the live stream, to just see me. So please say hello. So, okay. Yeah, did I fuck it up? No. Oh, I said fuck too much. Let me try not to do that often today. Okay, what is today's Pirate Skills journey? Yeah, we want to look at 3 things that I do in every single project I touch. Whether they're my own project or I'm working with a client. I do those 3 things in the very beginning. I spend a whole day deciding what are the right marketing channels for them to grow. How do I want to stack them up into a funnel so that people are not only getting like acquired, but get nurtured and then converted later to customers. And I set up a growth management board where I actually like see my weekly marketing sprint schedule. Yeah, where I see which experiments are running, which were successful, which were not. So we're going to go through that pretty quickly today to give you an overview. You all got those beautiful handouts today. This is something we decided to do to step it up a notch in 2018. You can download this slide deck. You can also get the resources we're going to use. You got the link to the feedback. If you're inclined to do this during the meetup, I would be really grateful if you would all participate in the feedback so we can keep on doing it better. And you can also tell us like who you would like to hear from, what topics you would like to learn more of, and that would be really great. So let's dig into it. So, but before we start, we usually use the hashtag Pirate Skills. That's just a way for us to recognize each other online. So if you use it on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram, for example, we can later see the meetup from all different perspectives, and we can contact with the people who did that. So I encourage you to share the live stream. For example, right now, just get out your phones and see if you see the live stream on Pirate Skills. And I would really appreciate it if you would take some pictures during this meetup so we can all share in that. Because today we don't have Manoa, our usual professional photographer here. So that would be really appreciated. So why should we care about growing in 2018 and building a plan and channels and funnels and growth management at all? Let me show you some examples from projects of mine where this concept really helped a lot. Yeah, and so let's take a look at some real world example. This is Pirate Skills. Where's Anne? Anne is over there. Anne was building Pirate Skills with me like 3 years ago with a lovely team. And we said, why don't we do something like Runtastic, but for esports? Yeah, Freeletics for Counter-Strike. super weird idea. We had this idea validation process, and usually we don't start coding there until we have 1,000 subscribers on an email list that say, yo, I want to know about this shit. Yeah. We got 2,000 subscribers so fast, so we had to act it, even though I did not believe in the idea. Did you believe in that idea in the beginning? No way. Yeah. So I stopped believing in myself being able to predict which idea will rock. Yeah. But I've developed a process with the team that helped us to get a more realistic idea of what the market really wants, no matter how ridiculous the idea is. So in this case, we were focusing a lot on SEO and YouTube ads. This is the SEO growth in 2015, up to about like 1,200 sessions per day, just from pure organic growth. You can see it in Google Analytics here. That's not super fast, but it's not slow either. Yeah, and it just came down to writing one article per week until about this time, and then we stopped doing it. Yeah, because we focused on a different project that was more appealing to us. But it kept growing. So what did we do? What was the channel? We decided to go for SEO as a strong channel. But how was the system stacked up to do this? Not that way. Come on, baby, do it. So the system we used was this. Ben writes an article on Monday. He publishes the article on the blog on Tuesday and sends out a newsletter sending people back to the article. Then Ben creates like 5 social media posts on every social media platform, like with Buffer or Hootsuite, to just send it out over the next couple of weeks. So this article has a nurturing effect for this app over a period of time. Then, since Ben has written this article, which was very SEO optimized, why not use it again? Use it on guest blogs, use it to answer Q&A forums, use it on different platforms, send it to other people to redistribute it to their newsletter. Yeah, this helped us to build natural backlinks, to build a nice social media profile, and to build this SEO growth. So every article we thought about was not just a text, but potentially an image, a video, an audio, a slide deck, maybe a story, maybe a GIF. Yeah, and we could send it through that. And after that run happened, we usually boosted it through Facebook ads or whatever we like to use at that time to give it a boost. This slide is for all the people who are into content marketing, probably the most important one. So, next example where it really helped. Clyde is a book here from Cologne. Yeah, they had a quite successful like Start Next campaign, collected like 50K, then sales dropped off. Yeah, then we talked around here-ish. Yeah. Let's do something about lacking sales, and we doubled after 1 month, 50x after 8 months, and this didn't happen because I found a magic bullet. This happened because I have a system that we share today. This was like ad campaign and channel number 13 that finally started to work, but then worked quickly. Yeah, growth marketing is no magic bullet business, but it's a system that makes it more likely that you will find some magic bullets along the way, and hopefully not only one. And so what worked out is having clean analytics. Like, analytics is, to me, like if you search for a black cat in a box, turn the fucking flashlight on. Yeah, don't believe that the cat is somewhere in the lower left corner. No, we're not in religion, we're in science. We turn the flashlight on. My flashlight is analytics, to be able to see what's happening. Then do some basic conversion optimization. And then we ended up with Facebook lead ads in combination with email lists. We found out that if we don't sell directly, but first sign people up to an email list and then have them convert over 6 weeks, sales skyrocketed. Yeah, and cost per acquisition dropped, and customer lifetime value increased because we could write them after a year again. Oh, by the way, you need a new calendar. Yeah, And when Clyde introduced workshops for 300, 400 bucks for a day, they were sold out immediately, and they do one now like every 2 or 4 weeks, and can easily sell them out because the email is just, it's not possible to kill Klarheit at this point anymore, except they would do something really immensely stupid. So building those systems and thinking about it is really valuable for you entrepreneurs to have a better fighting chance to build a sustainable business that lasts for a long time. Yeah, but it's not always the same way that leads you there. It's more about the system that lets you find out the way that might work for your project, your customers, your product, you as a team. So how do we do this? We usually ask some questions, and we bring questions from the Facebook group. And there were several questions about, like, what questions do you have about growing your business in 2018? So the most upvoted question was, how do I organize my growth efforts in my everyday work life? This is in the third section where we talk about the growth management. How do I know which channel work best? You don't in the beginning. You don't. I don't ever. Yeah, I just have a feeling based on my experience that gives me a certain probability of being right, but I'm less often right than wrong. How do all my marketing channels work together? What is the right, this is like the funnel discussion, yeah? What is the right growth channel for my business? Pretty much the same. How can I build a high converting user funnel? Should I have a YouTube channel? Yes, yes, you should. Yes, definitely. So would you like to add some questions to those tonight? It's a good, hi. It's a good chance now to ask a question in advance, so we're sure that we pick it up later. Most of the smart people are on that side of the table, so we probably have to ask around. Alrighty. So then let me ask you, like, did you sit down and write a growth plan for 2018? Like, who did that? Who wrote like a marketing plan? I want to do this in 2018. Okay, would one of you like to share like how you went about it? No? Would you like to share? Then take the mic.
Me and the mic? I don't know. So I'm working for a database company, so we're rather focused on content marketing because it's a complex product, and we have to share more information than fits into 100 characters, or now I think 280 or something on Twitter. So we have to think about a content distribution strategy. We have to also work with PR agencies and also produce a lot of content.
How do you distribute content?
So first of all, we have, of course, our own Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn channels and so on. But for us, the most important and most difficult platform to get to is Hacker News. So Hacker News is the most, I think the most important platform for tech in the world. And it is a community approach, so you can vote for it and you can comment on new posts. And that makes it, of course, you have to find the right tone directly in the title that people get interested and have a good quality content there.
Thanks, mate. By the way, he is in the team of ArangoDB, one of the most exciting projects here from Cologne, a quite popular database, if you didn't know. So, okay, thinking about how to go about those growth marketing plan is like the focus today. You know that we like to draw treasure maps here at Pirate Skills. Guys, what did you expect? Yeah? So I'm thinking about, in my growth marketing plan, about the user flow again. Yeah? Imagine the user is flowing like this river from top to bottom. You can lose some people left and right. You have to acquire your users. You have to activate them, get them to use your project, keep them in your project, help them refer other users to you, and in the end, make you money. Yeah, and this is where you find your treasure. But people can get lost along the way. You might acquire them, but then they drift off and they never use your product. I mean, Anna, how many people installed the app and never fucking opened it. I mean, like 10, 20% sometimes. We invested in this shit. We spent money on acquiring them. They are not even opening our app. No, that's just reality. Yeah, we have to face. And we have to make it easy for people. Think about onboarding. In B2B, it's much more important to really make a nice custom experience for each customer if possible. And then keeping people around. People are using the app maybe for 30 days and then you lose 70%. That's B2C real life. Yeah. In B2B, you die if you lose more than 10% per month. Like very fast. And how can you get people to refer people? Like Daniel somehow manages to help get people to refer those funny Facebook quizzes. Daniel, can you like, hello? He's responsible for all those weird Facebook quizzes. If you got ever asked like, what's the initials of your guardian angels? And you got an amazing answer, that's Daniel behind it. Amazing project, lives completely off referral traffic, 100% or 99.9 organic Facebook traffic, billions of page views per month, amazing. But in the end, they need to make money. And I, as a growth marketer, I can tackle any of those areas and improve my business, right? I can put more people in, get more people to activate, to refer new people. And I can choose where my bottleneck is. And this is the first thing I do. I look at my business as a system that creates a desired outcome. And I look, where do people get stuck on this journey most? And which of those barricades is easiest to fix, right? And this is what I hit hard. Yeah. Today we're going to talk a lot about the acquisition phase because that's what people are most excited about growth marketing. But don't forget, it's just as valuable to improve your checkout conversion rate by 10% than getting 10% more people to your website. Same result. Much easier to improve your checkout rate by 10% than getting 10% more traffic. All right. So, what are growth channels? To me, this is just a question like, where do your customers come from? Do they come from Facebook? Do they find you on Hacker News? Do they find you through Google search? Do they see billboards of your picture and start voting for you? And you have to consider what makes sense for your market. Where are your customers already? And what are your resources and skills to match that? It sounded like ArangaDB is going very heavy on organic traffic sources, yeah, building content marketing, focusing on platforms like Hacker News that are non-paid media, yeah, because you either have you want to do this or not, or it did not work in your business, yeah, in that field. But how do I go about it? I don't know how many times I've already gifted. I once bought like 15 of those books, but I don't have them anymore, so I must have gifted at least 15 of this Traction book by Gabriel Weinberg and Justin Mars. They give an amazingly good overview of 19 marketing channels they believe to be the everything. Yeah, I would maybe add one or two, but it's pretty good and give you a framework on how to not get lost in those marketing channels. Here, let me show you the marketing channels. We won't go through them all, but it's a pretty extensive list. Yeah, it's everything from content marketing to offline ads and sales and going to a trade show. Yeah, no marketing channel is out of question for a startup. Everything can work. The question is, which one should I focus on, right? There is so much you can do, and depending on your resources and skills and what fits in your market and where your customers already are, some of them are more important than others. So what I do is this. I use his bullseye framework where I decide what are the most likely channels, which one are possible, but I'm not going to worry about them right now. For example, when I validate an idea, I do not worry about SEO. I'm an SEO fan, kind of, but I focus more on email marketing, Facebook ads, AdWords, landing page optimization to quickly validate an idea. And SEO, I know, takes me 3 to 6 months to get anything going. Yeah? And I name the long shots, which are not likely right now. So I put them all on a Trello board. Yeah, I usually start with them all on the left side. This Trello board is, by the way, the second link on your handout, the growth channels link. And it just shows you this example, but you can just copy this board if you go here onto menu and more and just copy it into your own account. Trello is free. And then you can put them all to the left side. And then you decide, okay, I want to focus on social ads that promote good content that lead into email, that lead into an email series. This is by far now my favorite funnel I usually build for every project, but I also like targeting other blogs. Like I would consider Hacker News or like a product launch, something I want to target that I want to get published on, where I want to involve people as well. I like search engine optimization. Yeah, but it's not as important as those in the beginning. I want to use existing platforms, like you're probably using GitHub to get more popular, right? Yeah, this is an existing platform where coders already discover new projects that are interesting for them, and they help you get the message across. Yeah, or in principle, the app stores, the Google Play Store and the Apple App Store are platforms that just did not exist like 10 years ago. Now it's so easy for us. CSGO Skills is now in 152 countries. Yeah, I don't have to do anything for that. Usually I would just have to decide, yeah, okay, I'm going to publish it on the web and let's see what happens, which country picks it up. But it's quite magical today. So, but I decide a lot what I don't want to do. This is as important to decide what not to focus on, because once you read the traction book, you think, oh my God, I have so much to do. Yeah. And the bullseye framework, I'm 100% sure he only puts it in to keep people sane. Yeah. And this also keeps me sane. This is what I do usually once and review every couple of months, not weeks. I do not reflect my whole channel list every week, but maybe every 3 to 6 months. So this helps me a lot to focus on what's really important, and you can only be really good in a channel if you focus on it. And some channels just vibe together really well. So you can find this under this beautiful link. About those links, yeah, Maxim asked about it on Pedram. Those are custom links. Like, do you know Bitly? Probably like those short links, yeah. I like it better when they come from my own domain, yeah. And there's a service called PixelMe, which is just amazing. They provide you a very cheap way to create your own custom links, but the special thing they do, they let you connect pixels to the links. That means that, and I want to be very transparent about that, if you use that link, you're going to get stalked by me. No matter if you land on SlideShare, where I don't have any pixel power, or on Trello, or on Facebook, where I don't have any pixel power usually. And this is an amazing tool, PixelMe, use it, and it's very interesting. David? No, on your own domain, you can install any pixel you like that is like data privacy okay, yeah? But on Trello, I can't. I'm sharing those Trello boards with you, but I'm not able to pixel the Trello board. Exactly, like a Facebook pixel. But with PixelMe, you get a very slight redirect, get the pixel, then get sent to the Trello board. Amazing mixture of custom, beautiful links, redirect links, plus a little bit of extra tracking. You don't have to do this tracking magic at all. I would just use it for the pretty redirects. Okay, so the next chapter. So you decided on your funnels. Let's say you decided on social ads like I did in combination with good content and email marketing. Yeah. Now the question is, like, do you want to treat all of your customers the same? Yeah. Do you want to treat people that do not know you, that don't even know that they have a problem that you can solve, or people that have already been to your website and already explored the the pricing page for more than 20 seconds, that already have been in touch with your customer support, do you want to treat them all the same? Most businesses do, yeah? And this is where I need to talk about tofu, mofu, and bofu, yeah? One of my favorite acronyms, like tofu is top of the funnel. Mofu is middle of the funnel. I know it doesn't fit, I don't care. And bofu is bottom of the funnel. I think about every project and every customer relationship in this way. Top of the funnel means people do not know me. They might not even know that they have a problem that I want to fix. Yeah, they might want to be more educated about the problem that they have. It's like pointing a flashlight on the wound and sticking your finger in it. Yeah, putting some salt on it, or explaining them how good the vitamins are going to be for you. Yeah, but once they recognize, oh shit, I got a problem, I want to solve this. I want to have custom links with pixel tracking inside. Yeah, what are my options in the market? Yeah, so people stuff around, they check out different options, they are more interested in the features and functionality that, yet this is nothing people care about that have not recognized that they have a problem, right? So you offer them content, like for ArangoDB, this is the shit, yeah? Like, think about like who is your tofu, who's your bofu, who's your mofu. Now they checked out the ArangoDB page, they even want to go to the corporate services or whatever, get the customer support level, and they leave the site. They forget about you, yeah? Or they maybe signed up for your newsletter, but then never reacted. Like, how do you help them follow up to get over the next step to convert, yeah? So I take my channels and I become much more concrete. I think about what is my tofu, bofu, mofu, and bofu flow. I use a Trello board for that. I don't know why. It's just so simple for me to visualize it. I don't only have one funnel. I have a gazillion funnel after a while, but it all starts with one funnel. And here, let's look at one. Here, I put all my channels up there just for inspiration and add some more concrete ones over here, like webinars or like have a mini course or a presentation or whatever. I can do with these boards whatever I like. I don't have to stick to the Traction 19 channels or whatever I say here. You make it your own. Yeah. I say for tofu, I want to build awareness. What do I do about that? Let's do some AdWords. Let's spend some $100. We expect 100 clicks for that. And people go to a landing page and they can sign up for a free webinar. Let's assume 10 people sign up for the free webinar because it's awesome. You get 10 registrations out of it. But you also got 90 people in the retargeting list who did not sign up. A factor that lots of people seem to be forgetting, right? Like the remarketing lists that you're building with your traffic. Yeah, when I validate an idea, for example, CSGO skills, and I collect 1,000 email addresses, I missed usually 9,000 people who went to the site but did not sign up. But they are infinitely more valuable than people that have never clicked on the ad to ever go to this sign up page. So think about that as well in your awareness funnel. So then people are on my email list. They qualified themselves. I put a shotgun and said everybody who likes cars. Yeah, and some people clicked on my weird app, and I'm gonna invite them to the webinar how they can change their own oil. Yeah, now they are on my email list, and I've got 10 subscribers. Now they get a welcome email and a guide to getting started in e-mobility, so they don't have to change oil anymore. Now this doesn't fit, I know, guys. Then they get a reminder email for the webinar. 50% actually show up to the webinar that registered for it, and the rest gets sent to the free calculator wizard. Yeah, but 5 people showed up. 1 or 2 out of them actually wanted to order like a consultation for 1 or 2 days. They land in my CRM at this point. This is a nice B2B flow, yeah, for example. and then they get closed by either themselves because the marketing and the whole SaaS business works that way, or a sales team can follow up, but knows everything that happened before, when they signed up, what downloads they read, what ads they were interested in, and then they can easily close them, right? So that is tofu, mofu, and bofu. And you can switch it up as you like. You can have several of those funnels and say in the beginning, for example, that you have not one webinar, but 3 webinars that fit your topic, or like 3 ebooks, whatever, yeah? And people will self-select in what they are interested and what not. And you want to build you want to think about what kind of buckets are my customers in, and how can I build a very specific lead magnet for that customer? And that way they self-select into a certain bucket, and everything that happens afterwards is customized, personalized for their specific bucket, right? The tofu, mofu, bofu, yes, please, Daniel? Yeah, for the webinar. Why do I not put them in the CRM right away? Yeah, ActiveCampaign is a wonderful example where I would always combine it. Yeah, ActiveCampaign is like an email management tool with a CRM in mind. Absolutely. But normally, it's quite expensive to host your people in a CRM and very cheap to get like 100,000 emails. Yeah, I don't know how many 100,000s do we have on CSGO skills, but some. Yeah, but I wouldn't put them in a CRM because they are not as valuable for me to warrant that I pay the CRM for 200,000 contacts. That is the only reason. I much rather prefer your version, ActiveCampaign, and have everybody in the CRM. If I can afford it in that business model, I would. But Daniel, for example, you're like, oh my God, what do I do with 150 million customers a month? I even have problems storing that in a database. Yeah? So maybe talk to Rango, maybe. Okay, so that's pretty much the principle I go about. Maxim.
You go right away with such a long funnel, or how do you go with, because like there's a limit to how long you can make a funnel, and where do you start? Do you start already with something where you have 3 steps in tofu, mofu, and bofu, or how do you handle this? Long
Yeah.
and repeat the question.
So the question is, like, how long should the funnel be? Should I make super long funnels? Where do I even start? I start from the bottom up, yeah, because the top can always be expanded. But what really needs to click in the beginning is my conversion, my sales. People that actually want to buy my stuff, no matter if they're B2C or B2B, that needs to work really nice. Yeah, and then I go one level up, one abstraction up. Oh, they already realize that I have a problem. And I need to make my product comparable with the competition and tell them why I have such an amazing product. And then in Bofu later, I need to explain why it's the best fit for them exactly, and the pricing fits and everything. So I start from the bottom, and I go as far up as possible, as far up as I can afford. Like, to have a funnel that is very, very long also means that you have a very long sales cycle, and people that are very much at the top of the funnel are less likely to end up in the bottom of the funnel, right? Because it's like this shotgun approach, and then you laser down on the people that actually like raise their hands. I'm interested. Give me more shit. Yeah. So you can't go as far as you like, but I try to go as far as I can, because cost per acquisition up here is much cheaper than down here. If I want to sell, for example, Klarheit directly from an ad into the store sale, that cost me about $10 per sale, which was semi-profitable. It was like plus minus zero. But once I abstracted one level, gave them the free PDF version of that for them first and an email sequence, they had the choice to buy it any of 6 steps. I did not go into, I didn't step in the way that they couldn't buy. Yeah, they could increase the speed of the funnel if they liked. Yeah, but that lowered the cost per acquisition to under €5 because it's so much easier to acquire the people for the email first. But then you have to measure what's cheaper, making the direct sale or making the indirect sale. I just take what's cheaper and what has the better customer lifetime value in the long term. Yeah, and I never know what is the right solution. I try, but I start from the bottom and go as far out as I can. And then in some years you can be like a Persil, yeah, where you are already like triggering children to buy their washing stuff when they grow up and make their first decision for 10 years. Yeah, that's how far it goes today. Any more questions about this mofu, bofu, tofu stuff? Yeah. Bofu. Yeah. So in my, yeah. So the question is like, where does operative sales fit in? In my worldview, all of this stuff is just to make the sales job easier. This is generating qualified leads that a qualified salesperson then can convert here. So, but of course, a salesperson is always at the bottom of the funnel because it's the most expensive way you can convert a customer. Yeah, I would much rather like them to go to a landing page and just sign up, give me their credit card numbers and shut up. Yeah. Instead, I have to hire a qualified salesperson who is very hard to find, yeah, today. And they have to call them, convince them, and it's much better if that salesperson at least has a list of potential customers that already said, oh, I'm interested in your stuff. I downloaded X, Y, and that ebook. Does it answer your question? So as late as possible with the salesperson and give people a chance to purchase on their own if possible. Yeah, because it's so expensive. But you have a key account or something, it's always, yeah, I love sales. So I want to give it its position it deserves. Alrighty. So we looked at that already. You can download this stuff as well. Just copy it, make it your own, have fun with it. I do this with every single project I touch. And the last thing I do is my day-to-day growth management. Now I've decided which channels I have. I've stacked them up in proper funnels for the top of the funnel, the middle, and the bottom of the funnel. Yeah, this is all in the very top of the treasure map. Yeah, they're not yet, they're starting to become customers. Yeah. Now the question is, how do I keep this process running and improve it over a period of time? Yeah, first of all, I set a goal. I decide what is the most low-hanging fruit in this funnel to fix. Yeah, and then I focus all my energy on that. Then I generate ideas. Oh, how can I fix this this problem? I've got 10 ideas. Then I have to prioritize them because I cannot do everything at once. I have to test my ideas properly. And I have to analyze the outcome of those tests and generate new ideas based on the data I collected. So let's look how this looks. What I ask myself is, what is my highest impact short-term objective? Yeah, I set a goal that I can fix in 4 weeks, for example. What is a traffic goal, like a conversion rate goal or a sales goal I can set that I can reach in 4 weeks? I can always set goals for a year or something, and that belongs to a yearly plan, definitely. Yeah, but from the week-to-week basis, I'm thinking about what can I actually do, what kind of tests can I implement that have high impact in a short term. This is it just helped me grow so much faster than when I focus on long-term. Although that is very much my natural inclination, yeah, to think about the very long-term consequences. But this keeps me like, what's the bottleneck right now? How can I fix it in 4 weeks or 2 weeks? And then I always keep this this visual in mind. Yeah, I need ideas to fix problems. I need to prioritize, to test them and analyze them. And it just keeps on repeating. And this is my weekly sprint. Maxime? Oh, yeah. So whenever I get stuck or when I get out of my marketing rhythm in a project, for example, I just go here. I just think about what are my ideas, what are tests that are currently running, how have they worked, what can I learn from that? So got a Trello board for that too, sorry. What you see here is like the whole enchilada. Yeah, I set up my goals with the R metrics here on the side, for example, increase traffic to the landing page to like 100 people more per day. Yeah, it's just a very beginning B2B project. I just want to have a consistent 100 people per day on my landing page. What are my ideas to do this? Let's zoom in. Let's write 10 SEO articles on relevant keywords and topics. Good idea, but very, very hard to do. I have this ICE system that I picked from, what's the guy's name? Sean Ellis, yeah, the founder of growthhackers.com and creator of the name Growth Hacking, which I really despise, but I love the guy. I love that he named his book Hacking Growth and not Growth Hacking. Very much so. Thank you, Sean. So I say like ICE stands for Impact, Confidence, Ease. Yeah, impact. How big is the impact when I write my 10 articles and that it works somehow? How much does that help me to achieve 100 viewers extra per day? It's a 3 on a scale from 1 to 10. It's not a high impact thing to do. Maybe long term, yes, but I'm focusing on short term objectives. How confident am I, see, confidence, that this idea actually works, yeah? I sometimes leave this step out, like I'm 50% confident that it will achieve a 3 out of 10 in the impact scale. And then how much effort, that is the kicker. IE stands for effort. Impact, confidence, ease, or effort. A high ease score is very low effort. That is a very hard task to do, to write 10 articles, SEO optimize them, publish them properly. So this idea gets a total score of 11 points. Yeah, there are many more easier ideas. For example, here, create a Facebook post and promote it with $10 per day to a target group. Impact 7. It's going to give me 70 people for that kind of money easily. Confidence, yeah, I know my shit around Facebook ads. Let's do this. And how easy is it? Yeah, I have to still set up my Facebook account. In this case, usually I would give it an 8. Yeah, but in this case it was a 6. It's a 22. Which idea am I go after first? Writing 10 articles or creating a Facebook post? It's a tough question because like this is very long term and very well. This is very short term. But for my short term objective that I have set here, this is the much better idea to go after first. And if that fails and all the other ones in between, I go to that idea. Yeah. But I usually try to have ideas that have above 20 points. So, but not every idea is a success. Yeah, I have some tests running right now. Those are my current tests. Start a Facebook group and invite 250 friends. Good thing about that is friends, they cannot say no. Facebook groups have a weird opt-out way on Facebook. It's like, I invite you to the Facebook group and you're in. You have to say, no, I don't want to be in. Nobody does that, actually, if they kind of like you. It's one of the rare cheats on Facebook that you can still do. But I also tried an amazing idea. Answer questions on Quora and set links to the website. Problem was, I got banned for life on Quora. Yeah, so that idea failed. Yeah, successful idea was create an embeddable widget. This was a really high effort idea, so low score on the right. It helped people integrate into the website. It was a success, but it was lots of effort. We should have done other ideas with higher scores before that. So this is how I manage my every day, every week. Let me go back one slide here. I sit together with the team or alone if I don't have a team on that project, and I brainstorm all ideas. I don't yet evaluate them with the I-score. It's so easy to have 50 ideas. If I don't have any ideas, I go to growthhackers.com. Yeah, or I creep on my competitors. Yeah, I see what they are already doing, or I read a clever book and read a blog post and get lots and lots and lots of ideas. And yeah, some seem reasonable. I define them a little bit more and give them a score. Then they land on my priorities list. And the whole team needs to work on this. As we said before, Anne and I were in charge of this team. We would have never given this idea a chance, CSGO skills. But it's not about our opinion, it's about the market's opinion. We might have a vision for the project and for the product, but at the end, it's the market that decides who wants to pay and who not. And it's very often the silent people in your team that are introverted, the developers, for example, yeah, that you need to enable to contribute to this list, so that not only the loud mouths in the team get a say on it, but also the people that are more quiet. Yeah, and from them you get less but more potent ideas in my experience. Yeah? So you gather the ideas once a week, you prioritize, you decide, okay, we want to have at least 3 tests running every week. Yeah, if you can go higher than 3 tests, great. If not, try to improve your speed of learning. Because imagine you have a competitor in the market that does the same shit, but he does 6 tests and you do only 3. Same level of quality tests. Who's going to win? They, because they learn much faster. Yeah, you want to be on the side of being the guy that tests faster than the other one. Then you have to be very honest about the test results and the limitations of the test results. Lots of tests you do in the beginning are not, let's say an A/B test. Yeah, if it's not really on the live site and the A/B testing pixel makes the site slower, that decreases your conversion rate first. But then you may be able to decide, version A is better than version B. Yeah, but there are always limitations to your test, and to be very transparent about it. Like when you write a peer-reviewed paper at the university. Yeah, just be open about the chances the test had, even if it failed, and about the restriction if it actually was a success. And just be very critical with yourself and not to like, oh my God, I achieved something. No, it's just a part of the system, just 1 week, next idea. And everything that works, I try to double down on and to keep on inputting into that system. Everything that works just gets my attention. Yeah, and something that does not work, I kick out pretty fast because there are too many good ideas and opportunities around. Yeah, some people would argue that you have to like stick with something. Yeah, to make it work, and that is right, but it also can make you very slow. So you have to decide for yourself. That is a bit between being smart and being wise. Yeah, when you have to stick with it and believe in what you believe is true and what the market tells you. Yeah, you can be right. It's just less likely that you are right than the market. All right, so that's my weekly flow. And you can, of course, download this stuff. It's also on the handout under the growth board section. By the way, is this a good idea? I don't know, should I do it again? Can you like raise your hand? All right, shit, we have to do it again, Snea. Okay, so feel free to download this stuff. So that pretty much wraps up the journey I wanted to take today. I want to have lots of time with you later here to have a couple of beers and to talk with you and to let you guys chat with each other. So we talked about the marketing channels, we talked about the funnels and the growth management. Just a system I set up with every project, and that has led me out of insanity. Yeah, because when you handle many of those projects, you're always so happy about this growth board. Oh my God. Yeah, that you just know which tests are currently running, what is in the pipeline, that you don't have to think about it again and again. It helps your brain to focus on what's really important and what's working with the least amount of resources and time you have. And this is something we all treasure very much. So, of course, you can download those fun slides under getpirateskills.com and grow in 2018. And we got this lovely handout. This is more for the benefit of the slide share people. If you have a good idea about what we should do with this meetup, get in touch with me. If you want to speak or know a speaker or have an idea of a topic you would like to learn more about, I would love to hear from you. Just write me a message on any messenger like WhatsApp or Facebook, and you will actually get an answer. Yeah, like telephone, I don't answer somehow. Or I mean email. So that's that. Please just stay in touch. I love to do this. I couldn't imagine to do something more fun on January 3rd than being here with you guys. So please take the opportunity and get in touch. So, but of course, like this kind of stuff came out of the feedback you guys provided. Yeah, having this kind of slides, having the live streaming, having a bit better quality here with the audio, repeating the questions, standing in the frame, not out of the frame. This is all something that we gained from you guys. Yeah, so I would very much appreciate if you would give us feedback. We got this amazing feedback board here on the left. You got what you like, what you didn't like. Yeah, what we can leave out, what's annoying, for example. Do I say fuck too much? Yeah, I get that feedback a lot. And we also got the feedback form. Yeah, that leads you to a type form with 12 very simple questions that just help us and help you create the meetup we all want, right? Alrighty, do that. You get them all in the handout. You can do it. You can do it in here. So if you like this stuff, we did this last year with the analytics part. We had an analytics meetup, and like 2 weeks later, we had an analytics workshop. I want to spend more time with the people in this room that want to dig deeper in this. I just want to make a fairly cheap opportunity to once a month sit with you guys in a group setting, like 6 to 8 people max, and dig deep into this thing. This workshop is going to happen on January 30th. You might have seen it already for the 24th of January, but some weird way Facebook invited me to a conference in Brussels, a Gather conference. They're paying like flight and hotel. I'm super weirded out by that. I hope it's no scam. I always get super weirded out when Facebook calls and they do not want to sell me ads. Yeah, and they started to do that now, and so I had to reschedule this. What we're gonna do there is doing this, what we did today, for you in depth for your project with peer review, and you go home, have a plan, have your channels figured out, have strong feedback, have your funnels defined, and got the first sprint for your team set up. Yeah, that's pretty much the goal out of it. I would love to spend that time with you. If you take the code Pirate Skills Live, it's $250, yeah, for a whole day workshop. If you'd like to join me, I would love that. If you don't like that, join us on the next meetup. I'm very excited to hear Hendrik Lennartz again. Hendrik Lennartz was the first speaker 2 years ago. The first one was in March 2016, and he was the very first speaker of this meetup. And I thought it would be nice if he would like wrap up the year, the second year of this meetup series on February 3rd. Yeah, and he's going to explain his growth process. You might have seen on Facebook, he's haunting everybody with those pictures of these 4 segments: the product, the execution, the business model, and the marketing. And I learned so much from him because his perspective is so much broader. He spent like 12 years building up trusted shops, essentially, leading 60 people, developer groups, marketing groups, and enabling growth in that company. And while I'm more on the operative online marketing front and sales front of stuff, he really digs strategy and team, yeah, and enabling the whole process. And I'm very excited to hear from him on February, and I would love to have you guys there. So, anything else we want to add to this meetup, or shall we wrap up? Any questions? Yeah, you would like to add? No, then let's grab a beer and enjoy the rest of the evening. Thank you very much, guys. Bye-bye. See you later.